I'm going to be doing this dragon drawing project, and I'm going to kind of take you through step by step. I've got a couple other dragons up here that you can see, and you can kind of follow along with me as I do this. First thing we're going to want to do is we want to work with pencil and eraser. So everybody get a pencil out, and we're going to start with a pencil. Everybody got their pencil? Yep. Awesome. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is that we want to we'll start with the dragon's head. And I'm going to be showing you this area right here of the dragon. I'm going to bring this dragon closer so everybody can kind of see him before we get started. So this is the dragon, okay? So what we're going to start with his head, and then we're going to go ahead and do his body, and we'll kind of rough it out, and then we'll come back and add the details, okay? Sound like a plan? All right, so now what I want us to do is let's come over here and let's draw an oval right about there, closer to this side of the paper. You want to draw an oval. Okay, I'm going to let everybody do their oval. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start with his eye. We'll come right over here, and you want to come with a straight line across. He's got a big eye. This dragon, some dragons have small eyes. This one's got a small eyes. This has got a big eyes. So what we want to do is we want to come up, making it like that. Now, by making these big eyes, we kind of make it a little bit cuter. And for people who want to make it even more, they can go ahead and give it some eyelashes and things. So then I want to circle inside the eye area. Let's go ahead and add a little circle in here. And then I'm going to give him kind of a little eye there. So we want to have, everybody should be starting with one eye. Does everybody got one eye up there? Yep. Okay, it looks like there's nodding. Now what I want to do is right above the eye, as you can see, the head kind of comes up a little bit. So I am going to start right at this point right here, come up. I'm going to come up a little bit like this. And I'll erase that line, giving that area a little bit higher. Sometimes it's easy when we erase our lines, a few of the lines, so we get a better idea. Now, we're going to bring from that point right here, I'm going to come down like that. This is going to be his mouth. He's got a very big mouth. I want to erase some of these lines in here, so you're going to be able to see where I come now. Everybody got that first line of the mouth? Yep. All right, so now I'm going to come in like this and kind of come back. And I want to come all the way back to underneath his eyeball. That's how far you're going to come back with his mouth. I'm going to bring his lip down a little bit here. Just trying to see if you guys are getting that first line there, coming all the way down. Should match up there. Then I'm going to come it's almost a straight line, but it's coming down, meets up right there. You get it? Everybody got it now? Is that good? Yep. Yep. Okay. So what I'd like to do next. What's that, Grayson? You got a question?
Never mind.
Okay. Now I'm going to work on his mouth, so I want to come down just a little bit like this. And then we're going to come, he's got that little lip here, and he's going to come back.
Yep.
Come up like this. Okay. This comes up. This is kind of his jaw. His neck is way lower, but we want to get his jaw there. I'm going to erase that line there too, just to give you an idea now. Does everybody got his mouth in there? Top and bottom, yeah? That's awesome. Great.
Yeah.
I'm just getting, Sue, can you keep looking in gallery view? Yeah. Okay. So you can see if there's a problem. So we're going to go on next. I just got bit by a dragon. A little blood there. That's okay. I'll live. Anyway, what I'm going to do next, guys, is I want to come and I'm going to do his body, start doing his body. So I'm going to start, you see where the eye is here? Come like straight, almost straight down at an angle like that. And this tells you, that little dot is, that tells me where his body should start. It should be coming at this angle like this. And then we want to come with a big line like this. Okay? So everybody should just kind of get that. We'll come back and work on his teeth and all the details, but I want to get the dragon kind of set first. So if you can see that. Now on this side, what I want to do is I want to elongate his head. So I'm coming more out like this. I'll come down and over. Just so we get the beginnings of our dragon, okay? Now I can bring this line all the way over. We're gonna kind of add to it, but we'll just kind of, so you can kind of know where he's going. Now, has everybody got the startings of those? Somebody wants to be admitted.
I can't. How do I put that?
Oh, you just hit participants.
Okay.
So what we want to do then is, if everybody's got a good start with the dragon body, yes, give me a thumbs up if you got it good. Yep, looks like thumbs up. Sue, some thumbs up. Okay, great. So let's go back here. It's time to add a little bit of we're going to go back to the head and then we'll work our way down, okay? So the first thing I want to do is I want to kind of open up his mouth a little bit. So this is the inside of his mouth right there. So I add that little line there. And then I want to add some teeth. And I'm going to start by adding a couple of teeth. And you don't have to necessarily have teeth on yours. I'm doing teeth on the bottom and on the top. So we've got some teeth going there now. The next thing we want to do, we want to get as many teeth as you want to put in there, is we want to come and we want to give him a nostril. So what we'll do is we'll add his nostril right about here, just give him a nostril. So that he can breathe now. And I'm just going to adjust his head a little bit so it's not as sharp of a point there. Then right behind his eye over here, I'm going to do a little line. So right now he can eat and he can see, but he can't hear. So we're going to give him an ear. Okay, so we're going to do a little ear. And the ear is going to come like this. It's just going to, you can make it bigger or smaller. I'm making mine a little bit smaller. He's got that little ear there. Everybody sees that? Yep. Everybody's got ear, eyes, nose, mouth. Yay?
I can only see like 9 of them.
In gallery view? That's what it is, I guess. The next thing we want to do is he's got this great kind of horn that's going to come right above his eye. So let's make a little line like that above his eye. It's like a little backward C. Go with a little backward C. And then what we'll do is we'll come over and we'll bring it up. You can make it as big or as small as you want. And then I'm going to erase part of his head. I've got his horn there. Everybody got at least one horn? We want to give him some spikes too.
Can I do 2 horns?
Absolutely. If we wanted to do a second horn, I'd come right back here. And I'd be a little bit smaller because it's on the back side. Okay. So now we're going to add some spikes on him, and we're going to come like this. We'll start right above, after his eye. We'll start with a spike like this, comes up, and then back down. And then we'll do another one. I'm going to do it in black so you can kind of see. It's going to come over this horn that we have here. And as they come this direction, they start pointing back.
Wait, how do you pause? You can't pause this.
So now we've got kind of these horns going. And I'm going to just adjust him a little bit here. I think he needs to be. So I'm going to make him a little bit.
Mama can help you with that too. Because this like
There we go.
is having art class.
And then I'm going to come. I want to come out a little bit more here.
If you fall,
So I'm making a couple of adjustments with my dragon here. Now, one of the things I want to do next, guys, is I want to come and I want to add his belly. He's got kind of a belly, right? So what we want to do is we want to go ahead and add this belly. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start right below his ear here. I'm going to come down, following like that, and I'm going to stop about right there. Okay? Can you see that? And then, because they're kind of reptilian in ways, they have those kind of segments. So we want to give them these ribs there. They're kind of the segments. How's everybody doing? Can I get some thumbs up if you're doing good? All right. So now what I want to do is I want to come back and I want to add his arm. I'm going to come over and try to do his arm. It's his front arms first, or his front legs actually. I don't know if they're really arms. Sometimes he stands on, like this one up here is standing on his back legs and he's got his front arms out there. So what we want to do is his shoulder is right here. So we want to come like this. I'm going to make a dot like that. And I come out, and it's kind of for his elbow. And it's going to come down like this. So it's like a 7. Do you see how this 7 works? And then we come, and we're going to come straight across like that. And then I'm going to add the other side, which comes in front like this. And down. And then we want to come with what we will come back to is his hand or his claws. Okay? So we want to come this kind of this shape here. Okay? And then we're going to do this other side, and it comes like straight across from where his elbow is. We come out with a shorter one and a kind of shape like this. We'll come back to it and create our claws, okay? How's everybody doing? I'm gonna let you guys have a chance to kind of catch up and take care of this.
Can you look at my dragon real quick?
Can I what?
Look at my dragon.
Yes, show me. Wow, Grayson, that looks awesome. Anybody else want to show me where they're going? Let's see how, that looks good.
I cannot see your face. Now I can.
Here's ours.
Very nice. I love it. Let's see.
Buzzer likes sun.
Whoa, that looks great. Now, the next thing I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to work on the wing, his back leg. Now, because if you have enough room, I'm going to show you guys. So we'll mute you for a minute now. If you can mute, Susan. Mute all, I'll unmute me. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to work on this little area back here, and we're going to add a wing, and we'll add his claws. So what I want to do, kind of show you that his wing is going to be coming right above. We want to make a couple of lines right here. You see where those lines are? These two lines right here. Because what I'll do is I'm going to come up like this. I want to come up in an angle, kind of make a little circle there. Then I'm going to come back up like this. And then I'm going to come out like that for the wing. And then I want to erase any lines that might have been there, because this is kind of his wing here. Now, what I'll do is his back leg is right about here. So you can kind of get an idea, if you're looking, that he's got his back leg starts up here and comes down. I'm going to erase my name. I come off my paper here if I had to, just so you get kind of an idea of the dragon. The dragon would end here, and his tail would be coming all the way back up like this. Just so you can get, if you have enough room, you can go ahead and add those details. But what I want to do is I'm going to come back here, and I'm going to go and look at how to draw his claws, okay? Everybody ready for that? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready. Yep. Perfect. So what I'm going to do here, guys, is using this, I'm going to come, I'll use my black so you can kind of see it here. I come up and I'm going to do kind of a U shape here, like this. Use the wrong one. And then I give them a nail like that. So I come each one. So you can kind of see that they have those nails. So if you come in a little bit like that to get. So when you're looking at it, I'm going to make it bigger right here so people can see it. I kind of came over like that, and I do his claw. I do another one, and I have another one right here. So that's kind of how we want to get those digits to see that they can just rip things apart with that. So then what we want to do is we're going to come over here and we're going to do this one too. And this one's coming more down like this. So I'm going to come. Squeaky.
With what? I can't see over there.
Can you see what I'm doing? So I'm just coming from right over here, and then I'm going to do my nails. Again, and then I have this, so it becomes a little bit less. And then you want to give each one of these kind of a little bit of texture by adding these little lines on each one of these. And then I use this kind of a letter C for their scales. So I'm coming over here with his arms, and I'm using this kind of letter C. You have to erase all these things that were in here. To give them that kind of texture there. So then when I'm looking at this also, I want to take a look. I'll see if my red will work, because I want to come up here and add a little horn. So I make a little U right there. And I come up with this kind of little horn right there on the end of that. And his wing comes inside like that. And this is his wing also. And we can have some of these fingers coming out from here. But we don't really see, the wing is more off to that side there. So there's his wing. So we also want to come and we want to add texture to our dragon's head by coming in with little curved lines right along his snout. We want to come over here and add those C's again for his leathery texture. So we can kind of see how that's all coming. So I just keep doing C's all different directions. Now I'm not going to do any there, but I'll do them over here. Okay, how's everybody coming here? Add your texture. All the little spots here helps. And that's really what we're looking at. You can see that we've worked with line for creating the dragon, the different shapes from circles, triangles that we've used, and texture is where we're using these little C's or dashes to create his skin. So we want to just kind of work our way through that. Now, one of the things we'll look at next is I'm going to, his leg comes all the way down like this. So we can go ahead and see that. Now, we're gonna get rid of part of this so we can work on painting it. So I'm just gonna, you can see if you don't have the space, you don't have to worry about it. But what I wanna do next, guys, is I wanna add a little bit more of the texture here, so that we can see that these segments are all going to be kind of coming. So I come with his chest like this. I'm coming with each one of these. Like that. Now, what we want to look at is how we're going to create some fire. Okay, so what I want to show you is how we're going to bring it out from inside his mouth and come through. So we start in here, and I'm going to do it with my red. I come from inside his mouth. I can go over some of the teeth in front, not in the back. On the top I can, the bottom I don't want to. And I'll come out. I'm going to shift this over a little bit so everybody can see this. And I'm going to come with the fire. So you want to go ahead, and you can go ahead and as much fire as you want. If somebody wants to be a minute. And then you want to show me? Let's see what you got.
I don't show anybody.
Bring it over a little bit farther. There you go, right there. Now talk.
And a pillow for Claire. So we gotta lay on top of it.
Really good. If I talk, it goes off the screen. Anybody else want to share their drawing? Want to share it?
Maurice, you know he wants to see the dragon's head.
That looks really good.
Okay. So up, so down. So
Oh, that looks great.
look at mine. Annika.
Annika, that looks great. Manuel, that looks great too. Wow.
See, I don't see.
I'm gonna, guys, show that. I'm gonna just check on one thing here. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna open it up to the gallery view so I can see people who want to show me the work.
How
Let's
do you
see now. You
keep that?
hand it up. Hold up your drawings where they're at now, guys.
This is Zoe's.
Really good. Wow. Nice.
Look.
Oh, great. Nice job, Aiden. Wow, look at that one's got a lot of fire coming out of it. Cullen, I love that.
Come and say hi.
I see Cece. Yeah, it looks great. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That looks great, guys. I'm going to show you on mine now. I'm going to just give you a little help with if you wanted a watercolor with a watercolor palette. I'm going to show you a little bit. Hang on one second here, and I'm going to change over. And then, Susan, do we have any water in the cup? And I'm going to give a quick little demonstration here. All right, so I'm going to just show you guys real kind of a quick kind of, so I'm going to use just a little palette like this. And what I want to do is I want to put a little bit of water on the colors I want to use. I just kind of put a dot of water on each one of these, like that, with my brush. And then I'll show you what's good if you're going to do that, to do the dragon. I'm going to make him kind of a green part is his chest here. So what I'm going to do, I add a little bit of water first. I'm going to add a little bit of water like that. No paint yet. And then I'm going to just take a little bit of green and add some green here. And then I'm going to add a little bit of yellow on top of that green to get kind of a color. So if you can see that.
Can you make it?
You don't have to push me.
If you can. Guys, you should right now mute your microphones while I'm demonstrating so that they can all see. Yes, mute them. So I'm just kind of coming in here with this color and kind of that area there. And I'm going to come in and I'm going to make him kind of a more red dragon. I kind of like the idea of the red dragon here. So I'm going to come in with a little bit of red. And I'm just doing a little bit of water, lightly kind of coming over here. Now, I'm going to have him, so his body and is more of this kind of I need a little bit more red, don't I? You get that? So it's going to be a little bit. And your dragon can be any color you want. Now I'm going to make his wing green, like his belly. So his belly and his wing will kind of match up. It's going to be kind of this greenish yellow color. And then I'm going to give him kind of this part of his wing is going to be blue, bluish green. And that little horn is going to be kind of a purple there. And you can, I'm just kind of doing a light kind of coat on this now, but I want to come over here and add to his spikes. I'm just doing some red. We kind of get the idea there of the dragon. Now, one of the things I want to do so it doesn't drip too much is I just dab it a little bit, is I want him to have this yellow eye. So I'm going to come in here and just give him that yellow eye right there. Now, I'm going to also make it red around it. You can kind of see his eye there. Now, you can do, I'm using just this palette of watercolor paint like this. And these you can get just about any art store, Target, just about anywhere you can get these. And they do a really good job of mixing. And one of the things you want to do is just keeping your colors separate as much as possible. Create that. And then he's got a special horn with this one. So I'm going to use my blue up here to do his horn. And you can do kind of any background color you want, but it really ends up being a lot of fun, this project. So is there any questions? We'll open up the mic now. You guys can show me what you're working on and unmute all if you want, sure. Let's see. Oh, I love all the colors. Wow.
Can you show us how to?
What was the question, guys?
Can you show us how to finish off the wing?
The wing? For the wing, I'm going to show you guys up here. Everybody can see this. I move this out of the way. You'll be able to see it. The wing is coming like this. So it comes out and you do these kinds of. So that's the wing, and then you come with. And it comes back. His body. Oops.
Mom, can I Mommy, go up there.
So it comes over like
The,
that to this.
the inside of the body.
Did he say?
So this is the frame, his frame of that. And there your wing comes like that. Now you could have a second wing that kind of is behind here that you wouldn't really see much, but it'd be around there.
Oh, yeah.
Mommy.
So you can see how the wing comes there.
There you go.
Any other questions? You guys are doing great. I love all these.
Because where's the red? Where's red?
So guys, I wanted to see if there's any other questions about this, because I'll let you guys finish on your own.
Any other questions, guys?
Any questions?
Yes.
What's the question?
Me?
Yes, Grayson.
Small corner of the playground where
Why do we have to draw a dragon this day?
That's what we decided on for it.
you could see a tear in Jessica's eye.
Do you have any questions for the artist?
Any questions? Because we're going to be wrapping it up. We'll leave it on. You can kind of see. You can unmute.
Thank you.
Unmute all. You're welcome. Yes.
Thank you.
You guys did great today. Really enjoyed it.
Thank you. Next time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mom. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Never,
Are we done?
My button, and then mine.